From pools that crash down like the ocean to ones that make you feel like you're on top of the world, here are some of the most dangerous pools in the world. Number 8. The Devil's Pool. The Devil's Pool may not be what you were expecting, but we assure you that this really is a place you could swim in, and a place you can die in if you're not careful. In Zambia, there is the legendary Victoria Falls, a true wonder of the world that goes on for just over a mile. A byproduct of this is called rock pools, which are formations where water flows off of stones just enough to allow people to swim at certain tides. Usually they're by the sea, but because of how Victoria Falls works, it created ones like the Devil's Pool. What separates the Devil's Pool from others is simple. It's basically an infinity pool located over 300 feet above the ground. An infinity pool, if you don't know, is one where you can go to the edge and look straight down, and you can do that here at Devil's Pool. But what awaits you over the cliff is an extremely steep drop. As such, there are many restrictions at the pool, such as you can only have 24 people maximum in it at one time, and you must have an approved guide to take you to the pool itself. If you're curious, yes, there have been accidents at the pool because of people not being careful. The drop that you would have if you went over the edge can be fatal depending on how you land. However, there is a natural barrier that helps people from going over on accident most times, and people have happily gone to the edge not just to look down it, but take pictures without an issue. The Devil's Pool is open between August and January, depending on the water levels. Number 7. Yulong Wave Pool. The idea of a wave pool is rather simple and elegant. People sit in a long stretch of pool, and a machine goes to work making a somewhat large wave that can lift people up and carry them a few feet for a unique, make you feel like you're actually at the beach experience. There are a bunch of water parks all over the world that have these machines, and people love to ride the waves. But at the Yulong Wave Pool in China in the year 2019, things went very wrong. During a seemingly regular day at the park, the machine that made the waves suddenly malfunctioned and created a massive wave that slammed into the people and was so high in terms of its water content that it not only injured 44 people, but it went over the edges of the pool that usually has no problems confining the water and the waves. After the incident, which was also caught on video by nearby parkgoers, rumors swirled about what was going on there, including numerous rumors about a drunk worker that caused the wave. But Chinese officials denied that and assured everyone that they were looking into it. Leaders of Longjing Municipal Council and city government are highly concerned about the incident, the statement said. All the related departments of Longjing City have ordered the company to stop the operation of the tsunami pool. After an investigation, it appeared that there was a break in the power of the wave machine that caused the incident. According to the initial stages of the investigation, the incident was caused by a power cut that damaged electronic equipment in the tsunami pool room, which led to the waves in the tsunami pool becoming too big and injuring people, the notice said. Needless to say, that would not have been a pool people wanted to go to for a while, and no doubt many other parks checked their own wave machines to ensure that this incident didn't happen to them as well. Number 6. Y40. There are many kinds of pools in the world, but one that has been getting more and more popular over the years is that of the deep pool, meaning that it's a pool that is much deeper than the standard pools of the world. The deepest one that is known is Y40, aka the Deep Joy, that is located in Italy at the Hotel Millepini. Not for the faint-hearted, the pool reaches a depth of 138 feet, equivalent to the height of a 14-story building, and it's the deepest indoor swimming pool in the world, holding a staggering 4,300 cubic meters of water. You might wonder, what is the appeal of a pool like this? The answer is those who prefer to scuba dive versus swimming. The pool is deep enough to allow these kind of swimmers to test their deep diving abilities without much fear of things going wrong, such as getting hit by animals or bumping into land masses. As for the fear factor, that's in the depths of the pool itself. If you're not skilled enough, you could find yourself in a precarious position. Plus, there are caves and grottos to explore, which could lead you to getting trapped or running out of air if you're not careful. So, as a warning, only go into the depths of this pool if you're skilled enough to handle it. Number 5. Kaipu Falls. If you were to hear the name Kaipu Falls, which is located in Hawaii, you wouldn't expect it to be a dangerous place, especially when you view the video of it and people happily swimming and enjoying their time amongst the waves. But the problem is that 5 people have died at Kaipu Falls, and thus its waters have gotten a not-so-nice nickname, the Pool of Death. But why is it so dangerous? The answer is because of how the pool forms. In short, it's a flowing waterfall that fills up a speck of land that you can swim in, and many people over the years have. However, because of the nature of the water and the rising and lowering tides, it's easy to get caught up in the current, hit something you didn't expect because of the lower water levels, or even be launched into the rocks itself by a sudden upsurge in the water. There are even videos showing swimmers trying to have fun in the waters before everything starts to shift and cause problems for those swimming in it. While only 5 have died at Kaipu Falls, many more have been injured, including rope burns, broken ankles, and more. Because of all the dangers of the place and the fact that it is technically private property, the falls has been closed off to the public. Number 4. RMS Queen Mary. There are many tales of ghost ships out in the world, but one former luxury liner turned troop ship, the RMS Queen Mary, has a rather unique tale of to why it's haunted. The ship was originally made as an ocean liner to go across the Atlantic Ocean, and it did so for many years. During its early days, it was a luxury liner that carried all manner of celebrities, and even gave passage to President Eisenhower. But when World War II broke out, the liner became a troop ship and was dubbed the Grey Ghost, an ironic foreshadowing of what was to come. Because during its time as a troop ship, a couple of members of the crew died, including a person being crushed to death because of an engine room door, as well as a soldier who was actually murdered in his own cabin. To that end, the spirits of these members and more are said to roam the ship. This includes the pool of the ship, where it's said that many female spirits are said to roam its waters. Despite the history of the ship, including being the place where Winston Churchill signed the D-Day Declaration, the Queen Mary is now a hotel in California, one that embraces its haunted nature with tours and special Halloween events such as the Dark Harbor. Number 3. San Alfonso del Mar. In Chile, at San Alfonso del Mar, they decided that it wasn't good enough to have a regular pool. They wanted to make a pool so big that you could do more than any other pool before it. So they made a swimming pool that was 20 acres in size. It was almost a mile long end to end. On average, the San Alfonso del Mar is actually 6,000 times bigger than most public swimming pools. That's a lot of swimming space. In 2008, it was dubbed the largest swimming pool in the world. But you might be asking yourself, why did they make it that big? Surely it can't be just for swimming. And you would be right. The San Alfonso del Mar was made as big as it was to service those who would want to go sailing in their waters. That's right, you can actually sail a ship of decent size in the pool. The construction of San Alfonso del Mar literally changed the world in regards to how pools are viewed, and many other mega pools have been built like it since. In total, the pool itself cost $2 billion, and it took 5 years to make. Also, the entire pool is filled with ocean water that was actually purified with a special process so that people could swim in it without getting sick or feeling like they've bathed in salt water. If you're wondering how it's scary, it's for this simple reason. Because of its size and length, there are no lifeguards on duty, which is even more dangerous when you remember that there are also boats in this pool. So essentially, people are risking their lives by going into this massive pool because they may go in, but may not be able to come back if something goes wrong, and probably no one will be around to save them. Number 2. Scandinavian winter swimming. The notion of winter swimming seems pretty weird, but it's a bit more complicated than you think. It's not just swimming in the wintertime, it's swimming in pools that have truly freezing temperatures. People from all over, including many in Scandinavia, go and dip themselves into these freezing pools for a while wearing nothing but a bathing suit, and sometimes nothing at all. Free ballers! It may seem barbaric, but it's been proven that if you do it right, you're actually releasing chemicals in the brain that are related to happiness. Plus, most people go to a hot sauna afterwards, and the combination is said to help the body feel very relaxed. There are even world championships of this event, showing that while scary and cold to the untrained person, it can be quite a bonding event of the body and the soul. Number 1. Marina Bay. The Hotel Marina Bay Sands in the land of Singapore has an infinity pool that could be defined as transcendent. How so? Because their infinity pool isn't just in the hotel or outside in a good spot. It's actually 57 floors up and 340 meters high. This view allows you to see Singapore in a totally unique way, and because of its height and size, it's actually the highest and largest infinity pool in the world. Granted, because of how far up it is, it's not for people who are afraid of heights. But for those daring enough to go in, there's something very special awaiting you in the pool. An amazing view. Thanks for watching. What did you think of these swimming pools that seem pretty dangerous? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!